2020.
Your eyewitness weather forecast.
6:09 is now the time on your early Tuesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking increase in clouds during the overnight hours before it turns brighter and a little bit warmer for our Wednesday. Let's take a live look first, though, right now at downtown Utica, where under mostly cloudy skies and a calm wind is 37 degrees, and it feels like 37 thanks to that calm wind. I'm going to talk more about the dew point in just a second, but that dew point is at 27, meaning that the air is rather dry out there right now. So temperatures across the area largely into the 30s, especially in the valley, and we've got some lower 30s both to the north and south, even some upper 20s in there as well, even the mid 20s. Hamilton at 28, up in Old Forge though it is 23 when you factor in the wind that there is out there, and there is some wind out there, especially to the east at around 3 to 6, 7 miles an hour, and it's coming in out of the west, but that makes it feel slightly colder. So again, it feels like 37 downtown Utica, feels like the upper 20s to around 30 down toward the south and up toward the northwest. Up toward the north and east, though, Old Forge 21, Lake Pleasant 24. That's where you're going to want to dress for as you head out for the evening hours. Now, what about for the rest of the week? We will see increasing clouds and increasing temperatures as well. Tomorrow we'll see a blend of sun and clouds. It's cool and quiet as well. And then we'll see more clouds Thursday morning, but sunshine develops in the afternoon. It doesn't last, though. We'll see some cloudy and rainy conditions returning for Friday as a result of our next storm system, and temperatures on Friday fairly close to where they should be for this time of year, between 45 and 50 degrees. Does it last into the weekend? No, unfortunately. The shower chances might last into the weekend, at least for the first part of Saturday. Could be a few spotty showers out there around 44 degrees, otherwise a mix of sun and clouds, and it remains with a mix of sun and clouds as we head through Sunday, but Sunday looking drier and also a little bit chillier, around 43 for that high. Now, I was talking about those dew points a minute ago, and you've been noticing probably that the air is very dry, and unfortunately I don't really see that changing much of any time soon. With most of the next 5 days, dew points measure how much moisture is in the air, remaining in the middle and upper 20s to right around, if not just above 30 degrees. So that means you'll continue to reach for that chapstick or that moisturizer throughout the day. And on Friday it does come up a little bit, but that does come with that added moisture, around 41 degrees to that dew point, with high temperatures in the middle and upper 40s. So the radar scanning free and clear precipitation. You're just seeing some ground clutter. We do have an area of high pressure down toward the south. It's going to move up toward the north and east, and this area of low pressure back toward the west will spread some clouds in our direction, but the rain will be held off to central and northeastern Pennsylvania. That's the northern extent of it. With increasing clouds on Futurecast during the overnight hours, rather calm winds out there. So temperatures actually feeling like the teens and 20s, and they'll drop into the teens and 20s as well. And then we'll see more sunshine as we head through Wednesday afternoon as that high pressure builds in. But again, remaining dry even into Thursday. Thursday night and Friday is when things start to change, and the weekend doesn't look too bad at this point, just a little cool. Thomas, back to you.
You know, Jordan, I think I'm going through eyewitness weather forecast.
And 10:17 is now the time on your late Tuesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a storm passing to our south. So there will be some clouds during the overnight hours. However, in spite of that, temperatures still dropping into the teens and 20s before rebounding into the 40s. Live look right now downtown Utica, where we are seeing clear skies. However, I do expect more clouds, especially toward and after midnight tonight. And temperature 26 degrees. We do have a calm wind out there right now, and the dew point is not far behind at 25. It also feels like 26 because of that calm wind, but there will be a bit of a breeze out there overnight tonight, so it feels like values will be in the teens, and for some of us the single numbers. That's after we had high temperatures today, largely into the middle and upper 30s. However, it felt like low to mid 30s for most of the day with that wind. Oneida County, however, got to 41 in Camden, Boonville, and downtown Utica, and that's still a little bit below average for this time of the year. Temperatures across the area right now are all in the 20s, and we've got low 20s up toward the north. Old Forge at 22. We've got 23 over in Hamilton, Madison County, and as we mentioned, it's 26 downtown Utica. Same thing over in Herkimer, and it's not far above that in both Camden and Greene, 28 at the present time. As far as your outlook for the rest of the week, we will see rising temperatures closer to where we should be for this time of the year, but that does come with increasing cloud cover and some rain chances. So tomorrow's sun and clouds, cool and quiet, with temperatures in the low 40s. We get into the mid 40s by Thursday with more clouds in the morning, then some sunshine during the afternoon before clouds redevelop, and so does the chance for rain by Friday with another storm heading our way, with temperatures between 45 and 50. Could be a spotty shower chance thanks to that storm that hangs around into Saturday, but I would say 80% of the day is dry, and we will see a mix of sun and clouds, and even Sunday's not bad with a mix of sun and clouds as well. Temperatures both days around 43 to 44 degrees. What I don't expect to change anytime soon is the dew point. That's the measure of how much moisture is in the air right now, hovering around 27 degrees. Will be similar to that during the day tomorrow. Same thing on Thursday, and then by Friday and Saturday, it's back into the 20s, 30s, and 40s. So if you feel your skin getting tight or your lips getting cracked, that's the reason why, because of the dry air. The radar is also dry right now, thanks to this high pressure and control keeping this area of low pressure out toward Illinois at bay. That's the result in the increased cloud cover, and I wouldn't expect any showers from that. The closest it'll get is central and northeastern Pennsylvania. We'll see increased clouds, as I mentioned, toward and after midnight. Rather calm winds during the overnight hours, which has not been the case over recent nights. However, there will still be some frost, temperatures in the teens and 20s, and then tomorrow making our way in the upper 30s to right around, if not just above 40 degrees, so similar to where we were today, with the west-northwesterly breeze making it feel in the 30s once again. We'll see more clouds on Thursday before that rain moves in on Friday, and then we dry out over the weekend, and it looks like there could be some more showers to start next week for both Monday and Tuesday. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you. Your eyewitness weather forecast.
We are currently approaching 11:12 on your late Tuesday evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some increasing clouds thanks to a storm system passing to our south, but temperatures in spite of that still dropping into the teens and 20s. Like right now in downtown Utica, under mostly cloudy skies, still hanging on to 27 degrees. That's the same as it was last hour, same as last hour as the wind, with a calm wind out there right now. Dew point also hasn't changed much either at 25. I'll talk more about that dew point and how that impacts you coming up in just a second. Temperatures across the region in the 20s, but we've got Old Forge already at 19 degrees, and it's even chillier when you factor in the wind that there is in some areas other than downtown Utica. As far as the comparison to this time last night, anywhere from about 5 to 10 degrees chillier than this time last night, in case you were wondering. As far as our outlook for the rest of the week, we will see temperatures rising from the low to mid and even the upper 40s by the time we head toward Friday, but it does come with generally increasing cloudiness as well as some rain chances as we head toward Friday. Before we get to that, tomorrow will be a mix of sun and clouds. It'll still be cool, but at least it's quiet through most of the day. Upper 30s to around 40, feeling like the mid to upper 30s through most of the day with the wind. At least there will be the sun out there. Thursday will start the day with some more clouds, but end up with at least some partial sunshine by the afternoon. And then it's cloudy and rainy on Friday with temperatures closer to where they should be for this time of year, between 45 and 50 degrees. However, it doesn't look to last into the weekend. Temperatures both Saturday and Sunday around 43 to 44 degrees under a mix of sun and clouds, and some of those showers from Friday could linger into the first part of Saturday, but that would be the exception and not the rule. 80% of the weekend looks dry. The one thing that doesn't look to change at all over the next 5 days is the dew point. I was telling you that dew point right now around 25 degrees. It looks to be not far from there both Wednesday and Thursday. Same thing as we head through Saturday. You see a little bit of improvement as we head through Friday with the increased moisture in the air thanks to that rain falling, and then it gets to around 32 by Sunday. The reason I mention that is because this is the reason you may be reaching for the moisturizer or the lip balm over the next couple of days, and has been, because the air is just so dry. Definitely not dealing with the 70+ degree dew points like we have during the summer. The radar is also dry right now thanks to high pressure up toward our north, keeping the storm to the south at bay, although that storm is responsible for the added cloud cover, and there could be a few showers that sneak their way into central and northeastern Pennsylvania during the overnight hours and through the day tomorrow. Tomorrow, however, back here in central New York, we will see increasing amounts of sunshine, a northwesterly breeze at around 5 to 10 miles an hour, making the upper 30s to around 40, feel a little bit chillier. And as we go through Thursday, we will see temperatures moderating a little bit, but we will see some more clouds in advance of that next storm system that moves through Friday into Saturday. And then we dry things out briefly for the second half of the weekend before more rain moves in for the start of next week. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. When we